Prescott!
Running halfway through.
Those love that, pop those hips. Driving. Yes, my man.
Okay, so oh. Sorry. I just made Theo jump. So this is, I suppose, dad vlogging, journey back to fitness. I am at the end of the first week. So about a week ago I just did a quick video just showing you my first session back in. I thought actually I'll keep this going because, like a couple of members said, actually it's the first time they've had a coach that they can sort of relate to. I've currently got Theo right there, and he's thrown up all down my back. Arlo's just tearing everything to pieces. Em's just taking the dog out for a run. And so how's my first week been? I managed 3 sessions this week. I did 3 sessions this week, and actually I had a bit of an issue with my triceps. So when I went straight back into my first session, we did a huge amount of push press and chest to floor burpees, and I just went at it like you normally would do. And I actually ended up on this left arm swelling the tricep tendon slightly. So I ended up having to apply a bit of contrast therapy, which is about 3-4 minutes of hot followed by 3-4 minutes of cold. Right, little man. And I had to do that regular times. Also had to roll out. Another thing that I would do is I would squeeze on the tricep just above the elbow and then extend the tricep, so I'd be like that with my arm while squeezing on it, just to get a little bit of tack flossing, as it used to be called. So I had to make sure I do that consistently. Whenever you're doing forms of sort of pressure, and therefore it's called myofascial release, always listen to the body. If it just starts feeling bruised straight away, get off it, just let it rest for a few more days and then get back to it. The contrast therapy you can do whenever. It's kind of like a manual way of pumping more blood through that area. So particularly if you get tendon swelling, it's a really great way, non-invasive. Brilliant. Arlo, can we put that down? Arlo, put it down. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Hello, mate. So yeah, it's a really non-invasive way to get to encourage recovery to a specific area. So I definitely recommend that. My food's been pretty good all week. Although on Friday evening I did have a couple of beers when a mate came round. I don't know why I did that, to be honest. That was one of those things where you think, actually, why are you casually drinking? What benefit do you get from it? And I've always told the story of a fair few years ago now, when I was in a club, I was drinking a Corona, and I realised I'd just paid about $3.20 or $3.75, whatever it may be, for a drink, which I didn't really enjoy. That was dehydrating me. And at that point, I put it on the side and just went home. I was like, I'm done. So really, I tend to either go out and go all out, or I tend not to drink at all. So I suppose you could technically class that as binge drinking. But that rule saves me from just having a couple of beers whenever mates come round, and that sort of stuff tallies up massively. But I suppose it's really not binge drinking because I very rarely do that sort of thing. A little bit nervous as to where the other one's gone. Okay, so yeah, so my first week, food's been pretty good. The other coaches have kept me right on track. It just goes to say, using Rev as a tool to utilise. There's so many sessions. You have don't think. You just turn up, you just get going, and then you get leaving. Then you get home, straight back to family life, and it is an absolute lifesaver. Particularly when throughout the middle of the day, I'm focusing on pension and retirement planning. So anyway, I'll just add this in with a couple other little things that I've taken this week. If you want my opinion or just on dadding or coaching or anything on that, so balancing things, if you just want to know what I'm doing at the moment, let me know. Just a reminder as well that my food is pretty much the same as what I mentioned in one of the other ones. So I have a heavy caffeine fix in the morning, so I have a large coffee, minimal milk, but I do have some milk in there, minimal. Then I have that, I have a beetroot juice roughly around mid-morning. Then I tend not to eat until the evening meal, but evening meal is a large meal. Flood the body full of nutrients. I'm throwing in as much veggies in as I can. I'm throwing in raw veggies, and I tend to keep animal products down to a minimal, real minimal. Anyway, that's a quick summary. If you need anything, you know where I am. I'm going to keep these going, and yeah, I'll keep you up to date. Let's just go find the other one. Oh, he's alright. Anyway, say bye, Arlo. Say bye-bye. Yeah. And I completely forgot to add what I've struggled with this week. A couple of things I've struggled with is a couple of meetings at work cropping up and quite a few things to do. Just like anyone who's busy, just had multiple meetings, bits of work, deadlines, things that just needed cropping up. So that meant that I actually didn't manage to fit in my third session until today, whereas I wanted to try and actually squeeze in another one in the middle of the week and get one in on the Sunday. Plus, when you're trying to juggle that, obviously you want to get back for this little guy and the other one who's in bed at the moment, because you want to be around for the bedtimes, or more importantly, just be around to help out. So that bit was pretty tricky this week. That's always hit and miss. Food-wise, things actually went pretty well. There was one day when there was salted caramel slices at the office, and I had one. That one didn't go too well. And for whatever reason today, I had a donut. Don't even know why I did that, but I did. So yeah, and then meals and not so good meals that I've had. I've been pretty good most of the week, although tonight I am having a burger because I love a burger. So yeah, that's my negatives and my struggles this week. If you have any questions or comments, get below. I hope you've enjoyed this all.